Welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Datia. We have with us Ria Singh, technical analyst, currencies joining in. Ria, welcome to the show. Ria, overall, my first question coming to you is with regards to where the rupee goes. What's the kind of momentum are you expecting?
Well, Indian rupee will be in a strong consolidation range. Uh, Even if you look at the past few sessions, it has been following the session that we had discussed from past few webinars. Uh, it is experiencing quite a strong resistance at around 77.95 levels and support at around 77.70 levels. So this is a strong range. I think Indian rupee will follow unless it breaks either of the band of these ranges. Also on the fundamental side, if you look at uh, the economic data, I think there is not much supporting the appreciation for the Indian rupee. FII ha, FII net flows have been prominent. Whatever the inflows numbers that we have seen in the past few weeks are quite mere and not great. So I think going forward, a lot will be dependent on what will be the central bank actions around the world, since three of them have been scheduled in the 3 to 4, except India. I think most of the major central banks monetary policies have been scheduled for the month. So once the guidelines comes from US, Europe, I think we'll get a clear picture and something could, we can establish a base as to what to expect from the RBI monetary policy for the next week. But I think right now it will be much more of a consolidated phase for the Indian rupee, at least for the current and the upcoming week.
Okay. And overall, if you see in terms of where the US dollar or the dollar index is concerned, what's the kind of levels are you anticipating?
The levels that you can see, I think it has bounced back quite a bit from the lows that we have seen at around 101.34. Now, the bounce back has been backed by the weakening of Japanese yen and bad numbers in the other contributing currencies, economies. And also, if you look at the current numbers from US, the PMI numbers have been quite good. The business confidence number have been quite good. So I think this is what have pushed the dollar index in the today's sessions. Uh, I think it could head towards 103 if the numbers in the US economy remains prominent, because the and other economies will be contributing to the dollar index strength as well, taking into consideration the kind of economic numbers and inflation numbers that are coming in around the globe.
Okay. And overall, if you see in terms of the euro and the pound as well, what is it that you're anticipating?
We did see quite a volatile open in today's session. So if you look at the inflation, see a lot of clarity with respect to the euro will come once the ECB comes out with a statement on 9th June, and even UK is scheduled for the monetary policy on 16th. So once they come out with the monetary policy, a lot of things will be cleared out. Now, as far as UK is concerned, where the inflation is still persisting at 9%, even though there have been 4 rate hikes. And it is expected to continue to rise, and UK could see an inflation of 10%, taking into consideration the high food prices and the energy prices that the UK has right now. The basic utilities, people there, the cost of living have increased aggressively. For the basic utilities, a lot of people are paying it through credit. So I think the situation there is quite dire, and pound could see more uh, uh, it could head onto a weak path if something could fast couldn't be done with respect to controlling the inflation. So we are quite bearish on the pound in the coming days.
Okay. So what are the strategies that you would recommend?
The strategies that one can go forward with is sell in the USD INR at 77.80 for a target of 77.65 and SL at 77.95. You can buy a short term into Euro INR for a target at 80 for at 83.24 with stop loss at 83 and target at 83.56. So these are the two strategies that you can follow for the coming sessions.
Right. So these are strategies one should be watching out for as well. There are no questions coming in as well. Thank you, Ria. Thank you, participants, for joining in.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.